Since the beginning, apps and engagement has been the very core and focal point of everything we do at Subsplash. And so, as we continue this theme of simplify to multiply, apps and engagement is at the center of that as we want to simplify engagement to multiply your connections. We hear it said often around here that we want to really shorten that gap between intention and action when someone desires to do something and being able to have the ability to do that. And one of our recent releases has made that even easier as we are proud to just share that we have released Subsplash Tap. Subsplash Tap makes engaging with you and your church as simple as one tap. And there are so many ways that it can be used. And I want to show you this quick video that will show some of the ways that you can use Subsplash Tap. Man, that is awesome to see all those different ways, man. A few months ago, we launched Subsplash Tap, and we have already seen over 500 churches engage people through these customizable discs and stands around their church for giving, for registrations, for announcements, for connect cards, prayer requests, so many different ideas. We have seen over 20,000 taps so far. What's really cool is that anybody who taps on one of these who has the Subsplash app, it'll automatically open the Subsplash app, which drives deeper engagement and involvement into your church. So, I encourage you today, order yours just in time for Christmas. It's the time of year where we as churches see more attendees and first time guests than any other time of year. It'll be the perfect opportunity for you to roll out tap discs or tap stands for your church. And if you don't believe me, if you don't trust me, that's perfectly fine. I encourage you to listen to this story as Ember Church shares how they've been using Subsplash Tap.
Being in Bellevue, it is so important that we contextualize and speak the language of the culture. Our church is made up of a lot of different multicultures, lots of young people, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. So when we came in, there was not a lot of technology. A lot of things were kind of dormant. There was no process to connect. That's kind of, what we started to see is like, we need to really adapt our way to connect to people the way that Bellevue connects to people, because that's where we are.
So the hardest part was always the follow-up. Like, how do you get somebody who's interested? We'd try QR codes, but nobody wants to be the person who just pulls out their phone in the middle of service to scan. As much as QR codes are popular nowadays, like pulling it out outed you as the one who was new, outed you as the one who was needing to connect. And so people were really resistant.
One of our values is innovation. I really believe the message of Jesus never changes, but our method should. We were like, hey, we need a platform that moves people through one streamlined process, and that's why we moved forward with Subsplash. You can do a ton of different things that have really served us well. We've learned with Subsplash Tap, convenience is key. If things are too complex for people, most people will just move past it. So Subsplash Tap has been so convenient because it's just like it sounds. You tap your phone, it brings up a website, and we can put everything we need on there. We can move people to a connect form. We can move people to tithes and offerings. We can move people to events. We can move people to download our app. We can move people to sign up for our lunch. I mean, there's endless possibilities with just having it all in one form. It just moves everybody in the same direction.
Adding Subsplash Tap has been really helpful. It's made a big difference. We're really grateful it's helping people get connected into the church in a really straightforward, meaningful way.
What excites me about Ember Church is the endless possibilities of where God has us strategically. And so I really believe through technology, we have a powerful opportunity to really reach the globe from being in Bellevue. So that's what excites my heart. That's what fills my heart. God has us here for a reason, and I'm honored to be a part of that.
What a great story from Ember Church. I love how Subsplash Tap has really helped them increase their connectivity with their people.
Yeah.
And I also love how Subsplash Tap decreases the barriers that churches often feel when it comes to making discipleship like opportunities easy for their people. So it just really breaks down that barrier. I love that. Subsplash Tap is awesome. I mean, in regards to that, we have actually an amazing sale happening for current clients. And that is this: you get 100 free tap when you add Pulpit AI or Subsplash Giving. Eric, that's quite the deal, man. Right? Right?
That's an amazing deal, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's go. Level up your ministry with 100 free tap when you move to Pulpit AI or Subsplash Giving. Another great, amazing kind of thing that we want to showcase today is actually involves our groups. Brand new this month, we are introducing group event attendance. Many of you know that for many years now, groups messaging has been happening for years, and it's been very impactful to lots of ministries. I think about the different small groups who chat through there, share prayer requests, look at different Bible content through really that messaging platform. And we're really excited now to not only bring messaging to the table, but now management as well. We want to empower group leaders to create group events, share with their group, and track attendance all in the Subsplash app. More improvements also are coming soon that will include RSVPing to certain events and attendance analytics. So right now, let's go ahead and check out how groups are better than ever.
Man, I cannot wait to use that new messaging feature in groups. I use messaging every day in my church, and so I can't wait to do that. But in that same vein of continue to improve engagement and make things simpler, we're excited to announce the release of phone number login. This is a way to really make the login experience even more delightful and simpler for people as they create new accounts or even just want to log in to various parts of the platform to engage with you. Now being able to use their phone number and have a simple login that doesn't require remembering a password or keeping up with that. And so we're excited to have this available to you and to your community. So check out this quick video that'll show you a little bit more about that feature.